Take a look around you. Chances are you're holding a small rectangle of glass that connects you to the world. Messages, maps, music, memories, all at your fingertips. And when you want something from it, you don't reach for a keyboard or a mouse. You just touch. We do it so naturally, so automatically, that we rarely stop to ask the obvious question: how can a solid piece of glass understand what you're doing? It feels like a kind of everyday sorcery, something from the future we're still getting used to. But here's the twist. The technology behind that magic is older than you might think. Today, we're going beneath the surface, literally, to uncover the invisible electrical conversation happening between you and your screen. To understand how touchscreens work, we need to rewind the clock to 1965. Long before smartphones filled our pockets, a British engineer named E.A. Johnson was working on a very different problem: helping air traffic controllers interact with radar displays more quickly and intuitively. In a busy control room, every second matters. Johnson's idea was elegant. He coated a glass panel with a thin layer of copper and created what many consider the world's first capacitive touchscreen. It wasn't sleek. It wasn't multi-touch. It couldn't handle the kind of gestures we use today. But the core principle, the fundamental idea, was already there. And it's the same principle that makes your phone respond when you tap it right now. So, what is that principle? It turns out the secret ingredient is you. Not in a poetic sense, in a physical one. Your body is an electrical conductor. It's mostly water, and that water contains salts and minerals, which means electricity can move through you with ease. That simple fact is what makes modern touchscreens possible. Now, there isn't just one kind of touchscreen. If you've used an ATM, a self-checkout machine, or an old Nintendo DS, you've probably used a different technology called resistive touch. Resistive screens work like a soft mechanical switch. They have two thin layers separated by a tiny gap. When you press down hard enough, those layers touch, completing a circuit and telling the device where you pressed. It's reliable, but it's also limited. It usually needs pressure. It doesn't play nicely with light touches or gestures, and it doesn't understand multiple fingers at once the way we expect today. Your smartphone uses something different, a capacitive touchscreen, and it doesn't need you to press at all. It just needs you to get close. Hidden beneath that smooth sheet of glass is an invisible grid of microscopic wires. These wires are constantly holding a tiny electrical charge, creating a delicate electrostatic field across the screen. When your bare finger comes near, your body draws a microscopic amount of that charge away. So small you'll never feel it, but your phone can detect it instantly. But here's the part that still feels like a small miracle. How can you have wires inside what looks like perfectly clear glass?
The answer is a material called indium tin oxide, or ITO. It's a rare metal alloy that's both highly conductive and remarkably transparent. Engineers can lay down an incredibly thin layer of it, so thin it doesn't block your view, and still use it to carry electrical signals. That invisible grid becomes the screen's nervous system. When your finger disrupts the field at a specific point, sensors around the edges of the screen detect a tiny drop in voltage. They don't see your finger. They detect a change in electricity. Your phone's processor receives that information and translates it into coordinates, X and Y. Then it asks, is this a tap, a swipe, a pinch, a long press? All of this happens in a fraction of a millisecond, faster than you can blink, faster than you can consciously think about it. So the next time you unlock your phone, scroll through a feed, or send a message with a quick tap, remember, you're not just pushing a button. You're completing an invisible electrical circuit. You're interacting with technology that was first imagined in the 1960s, made possible by a transparent metal you've probably never heard of, and by the salt and water flowing through your own body. It's one of those quiet marvels of modern life, something so common we forget to be amazed by it. But once you know what's happening beneath the glass, a simple touch doesn't feel quite so simple anymore. If you enjoyed uncovering the science behind this everyday wonder, give this video a like, share it with a curious friend, and subscribe for more behind the things you use every day. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.